Munyo. Since then, he has put together 11 straight wins, 7 of them knockouts. Among his victims, Jerome Artis and Gary Hinton. Choo Choo Brown has a fine left hook. He's an excellent boxer-type fighter. Here's Choo Choo's thoughts on tonight's fight.
I plan to box and move because he's a coming type of fighter, Joe Frazier style type of fighter. I plan to use my jab and move. Just counter punching and take it from there. See what happens there.
Ruben Munoz is no pushover. The world-ranked Munoz pounded Art Frias for the USBA lightweight title in July '82. Calling himself a banger, Munoz will test Choo Choo Brown. In effect, it will be the slick boxing of Brown against the aggressive Munoz.
Well, I fight both ways, left-handed and right-handed, and I'm just the power puncher. Nothing fancy, just come out to the box.
Before we have the introduction of the two participants in the main event, we go back up to the ring announcer, Hank Krupinski, for a special introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday afternoon, December 17th, at the Sands Hotel and Casino, 15 rounds of boxing for the World's Boxing Association Bantamweight Championship, featuring the challenger from Pico Rivera, California, Oscar Muniz, and the reigning WBA Bantamweight champion from South Philadelphia, Jolton Jeff Chandler. Here he is entering the ring, the WBA champion, Jolton Jeff Chandler.
As Jeff Chandler's in the ring now, he's boxing here, as the announcer said on Saturday night. He looks in pretty good shape, except I'd rather see him with a shirt and tie on. But he is a great bantamweight champion. There's no question about it.
And we get ready for the main event. Ruben Munoz, Charlie Choo Choo Brown. Here's the tail of the tape. Both 5'6". Charlie Brown 136 3/4 pounds. Ruben Munoz 135 1/2. Brown with a 3-inch advantage in reach. Both 25 years of age. Both been in the ring for 3 years as professionals, although Brown has had 5 more pro fights. His record, as you see it, 21-2 with 1 draw. Ruben Munoz with a record of 16 wins and 3 defeats. Now to the ring announcer, Hank Krupinski.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing. Introducing in the red corner, wearing white trunks with the blue trim, he weighs 136 3/4 pounds, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Charlie Choo Choo Brown. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing blue trunks, he weighs 135 1/2 pounds, from Odessa, Texas, Ruben Munoz. Referee for this bout, Randy Newman.
Randy Newman bringing the two principals to the middle of the ring for their instructions, and we will listen in.
Okay, gentlemen, you're both experienced fighters, so the instructions will be brief. We have no mandatory 3 knockdown rule in New Jersey. If a knockdown is scored, I want the fighter who's standing to go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there till I tell him to get out. Understand? I want a clean fight. I will enforce the rules. Protect yourselves at all times. Shake hands, come out of the belt.
As the fighters go to their respective corners, I would be remiss if I didn't applaud Rick Belmont and Dave Getz of our production staff for the fine feature they put together on the 1983 Boxing Headlines. Superb job, gentlemen.
Absolutely. The graphics and the music all combined was just great.
On the left, Charlie Choo Choo Brown. On the right, Ruben Munoz. Munoz in the blue trunks. And Brown in the white.
You talk about 2 finely conditioned athletes. They are right here in front of us. They look just great.
The new style of today's boxers, Arthur Mercanti, the long trunks. Long-legged trunks.
Yeah, that's certainly not the old traditional trunks that were just about midway between the knee and the hip.
Charlie Choo Choo Brown came in at 136 3/4. Ruben Munoz 135 1/2. Their record 16-3. Munoz 21-2-1 for Choo Choo Brown. Brown came in with what, a week's notice. Anthony Fletcher was the man that was supposed to fight Ruben Munoz. But Brown must have been in shape.
Well, I tell you, we discussed that really on the top of the show, and we did say that he's ready, and he's ready to go. He's determined. He wants to get in the rankings, and he is one great fighter. I'm very impressed with Charlie Brown. We've had him on our show before, and he was excellent. But he's in with a tough guy tonight in Munoz. So this should prove to be an excellent fight.
Good right hand by Brown, and he smells it. There he goes down.
Absolutely a great right hand, and Munoz is really hurt. My God, it's unbelievable, unbelievable.
I don't think Munoz knows what time it is.
Well, that's right. That was right.
Charlie Choo Choo Brown first with a straight right that shook up Munoz, and then he smelled it. And he went after him again.
That's right. I tell you, he was ready. I was very, very high on Charlie Brown, and what a tremendous right-hand shot.
And what a big victory it is for Choo Choo Brown. His record now goes to 22-2-1, and I don't believe he broke a sweat.
No, sir. He is sharp. And Munoz is hurt. He didn't even know the referee arrived at 10. When he did stand up, the referee said it was over. He just didn't believe it.
Positively superb double right hand by Choo Choo Brown. He stops him in 132 of the first round. And if you didn't catch it the first time, boom, there goes the first one.
A tremendous right lead, and that really shook up Munoz. And here he comes back again with another right lead, which was highly unorthodox to do. And that was it. I mean, it was 3 right hands, and that was all over.
Charlie Choo Choo Brown scores a technical knockout, 132 of the first round.
Well, I don't quite know. I don't think it's a TKO because he took the count.
That's right. That's right. You're 100% right, Arthur. All right, let's get the official word from the ring announcer, Hank Krupinski.
The time, 1 minute, 32 seconds of the first round. The winner by a knockout, Charlie Choo Choo Brown.
My apologies, Mr. Mercanti. It is indeed a knockout.
It was a full count.
Tremendous exhibition in just 1 round, not even a round. A minute and 32 seconds of the first, and that gentleman, Charlie Choo Choo Brown, out of Philadelphia, with 11 straight wins, making 12 straight wins. Let's take another look at it.
Look at the musculature on him. I tell you, he is highly defined. Here it is now. It's very unusual. He leads with the right, but he kind of missed over to the shoulder on that one. Went again with the right hand. He connected with that. That's the one that did the damage. And it was all over at that point.
Charlie Brown was just walking by our broadcast position, was looking at the monitor, Arthur, as he was going behind us, and even he was impressed.
Well, he should have been impressed, believe me. It's always pathetic to see a man like that laying on his back. And but what can you do? That's the name of the game. You have to knock the man out to win, and he did an excellent job of it, I'll tell you that.
Well, our colleague Dick Landis is standing by with the winner of the main event, Charlie Choo Choo Brown. Go, Dick.
Okay, gentlemen, thanks very much. Choo Choo is here, and to his far right is Jeff Chandler of the World Bantamweight Championship, standing in with us, a little guest commentating, and we'll talk with Jeff because he defends his title this weekend. But first, let's turn to Choo Choo. 12 straight wins now since 1980. First round TKO. You told me earlier today, you said, I'm going to stay away, I'm going to boxing. And suddenly, bang.
Well, that's what I was doing. I was just looking at him, finding out how do he fight, would he come to me or would he be at the box. So I looked at him, I feinted the jab a couple of times, came at me a couple of times with the jab, just moving, circling. And he threw a jab over top of the jab. That's what the right hand over top of the jab.
Well, he's a straight come-on fighter. That's what he said he was going to do to you. And he did it, and you got him.
Well, I've dealt with those type of fighters before, and I usually be successful.
Choo Choo, we're going to take a look at a replay here, and I want you to describe what happened.
There's the right hand right on the button. I'm still moving away from him because He's dangerous, man. I seen him hurt, and he just took it again.
There it is again. Wow.
Oh, man.
You're telling you're a boxer puncher. You're also a knockout artist. Listen, what's up? 12 straight. What's ahead?
I'm looking for a title fight with anybody in the lightweights, anybody in the junior welterweight, anybody in the junior lightweights. I'm looking for a title fight. Anybody in top 5.
Well, Choo Choo, it's good to see you again on Super Fights. And good luck, and hey, short work day here. And a big paycheck just the same.
That's the way I like it.
Thank you, Choo Choo. Jeff, step right in, Jeff. Congratulations, Choo Choo. Keep going. Keep Choo Chooing. Jeff Chandler, how are you, my friend?
Oh, fine, Dick. Feeling real good.
Good shape?
Great shape.
What's going to happen?
I'm going to get my win back off Mr. Munoz. Definitely.
Tell me about that last fight against Munoz. You weren't prepared?
Not really. I was standing about, really, about fell out on TV, and I replaced it after a week's notice. Didn't have much time to prepare. But I thought I fought a good fight anyway.
Can I say something very direct to you? It's been said that pound for pound, you might be the best fighter in the world if you disciplined your training better.
I don't think if I discipline my training. I think it's if I discipline, the way I carry myself in the ring. Really, that's what it is. I was doing a lot of taunting and clowning in the ring. Really not typically the style of Joe and Jeff Chandler. So, I have to straighten that out.
Get by Munoz. What's next? There was always talk that you would move up.
It is, but then again, another bantamweight champion here now. Alberto Davila. I like to unify the title.
Good plan. My best to KO Becky. My best to you this weekend as you defend your title.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Jeff Chandler, the world champion in a bantamweight class. Ring Magazine.
Certainly in one particular area, and we're saying about one of the up-and-coming fighters of the future, Vinny Pazienza. I've seen that young man fight, and he's got dynamite in both hands.
He sure has. I tell you, I followed his career. I was even in Russia, did a job for him, and as an announcer there in Russia, and he's got the talent to go all the way.
Next fight coming up on our Super Fights card, Elvin Gonzalez and Tyrone Jackson, featherweights. There's the tail of the tape. 128 pounds for Jackson, 126.25 for Elvin Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a 1-inch reach advantage. Their records in the ring, Tyrone Jackson, 23 years of age. He's 2 years of pro. Gonzalez is in his 4th year as a pro and has had 19 fights to 16 for Jackson. You see Jackson is unbeaten in his 16 bouts, while Gonzalez is 14-5. For the introductions to the ring announcer, Hank Kropinski.
Ladies and gentlemen, change in referee for this contest, Zach Clayton.